Good evening, good evening. How we doing? Ooh, happy Monday, folks. Shiny new week and things. But look on the bright side and stuff. But ironically, given that it's Monday, we're going back to work. Heading back over to Xion to continue that quest line today, which should be interesting. Not quite sure where this is going to go. So far, it's been a whole load of nefarious, underhanded stuff to undermine Xion's competitors in varying ways. It's, it's not exactly monopoly behaviour, but it's sure as hell anti-competitive behaviour, and, definitely a little bit fallout in its nature. But, corporate espionage and sabotage and things like that going on. And up next is, well, we'll see. Probably more of the same, but hopefully some other stuff as well. Which I'll have to see what the future holds. Looking forward to diving in. So hope you're doing well there, Tengu. My glasses are smudged and not cooperating on the becoming unsmudged thing. We've all had a good weekend. I had quite a chill weekend on the whole. I recorded my voiceover on Saturday for the tour of the Sky Suite in Neon. So if you want to check out the big apartment, well, I say big, it's actually kind of tiny, but the apartment in Neon, that video is up. Yeah. Chilled out for a fair bit over the weekend, and finally, long last, several months later, jumped a little back into Baldur's Gate as well and played a little bit of that, which has been fun. Sort of getting the feel for my character again. Kind of leveled up and just kind of got back into the groove a little bit after a while off, so that was fun. So yeah, been a decent weekend, and played a tiny little bit more Baldur's Gate today, and potted around, did some other stuff, and made a strong start on a Fallout build, which, if it goes well, we'll have it up tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Might do a bit more tonight, and yeah, we'll see where we go. Should be cool. So, yeah, Starfield, Xion, should be good. See what trouble we can get into. Looking forward to this. Yeah, not bad, thanks, Tengu. Look forward to diving in. Oh, my hands are dry AF. So I did ever since I did some washing up yesterday. Weird. Well, they feel weird, rather. Not the biggest fan of that sensation. But, did some scrubbing, so what can you do? Just every so often I kind of notice it's the palm of my hands a little bit dry. It's struggling a bit while I boot the game, which probably shouldn't come as a surprise, but there we go. Yep, definitely struggling a bit. Nudge that up a little bit. Yeah, I'm curious to see what else is going to happen. So far, it's been variations on a theme, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of a turnaround and things will change up a little bit. Right. Oh yeah, I put the fancy suit on. I forgot about that. Really noticing the music right now. I wonder if I've somehow turned it up a lot higher than I should have done. But no, that's right where it should be. It's just particularly standing out for some reason. Right. So, next thing is maintaining the edge. Talk to Imogene. What's next on her list of things to do? God knows. Probably something nefarious and inappropriate. Got an even cooler version of the outfit I've got.
To reiterate, In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
Ready for details. I sabotaged the company for stealing from us. This is classic hypocrisy. Yes, it is. You have to do whatever it takes to remain an industry leader. Brute force means we're going to steal from them. Isn't Ryujin innovative on its own? So it isn't Ryujin innovative enough on its own.
We definitely are. But why stay one step ahead when you can just leave the competition in the dust? We reverse engineer their plans, create a superior product, and beat them to market. We make the initial profit with less investment in R&D, and our competition is forced to reevaluate if their product is even viable.
Yeah, definitely anti-competitive behavior. I'm going to steal, I assume.
Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge.
Charming. Rather hypocritical, though.
Call it what you want, but it's your job nonetheless.
She does not give a fuck.
It's a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor.
Prototype engine schematic. Details on Trident Star Yard?
The star yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely got options. It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ship's ready.
Interesting. They're going to hate it when they find out the schematics are missing.
The Trident Star Yard orbits Aquila in the Xion system, so you'll still be in free star space. I feel bad for whoever gets to inform the executives about the theft of something so valuable. Just remember to keep things clean. The results are more satisfying that way.
Okay. Yet more digipics. Why do we get the feeling this one is going to be a little bit different in tone? It just feels like it is. Hey there, Mitch. It's going to give you hope for Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. I have a couple of things that I hope they do better for Elder Scrolls 6 than they do for this game. Haven't tried out melee combat, so I can't comment too much on that, but I suspect that's going to be on the list, and I seriously hope they upgrade it over Skyrim. I hope and think, possibly, that they might lean into base building in a way they've never done in Elder Scrolls before. But I'd like to see them do a better job of that in TES 6 than they have done in this game, because they haven't done their best job ever on it in this one. But yeah, definitely like to. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it. They want it to be the ultimate fantasy medieval world to inhabit, sort of RPG sim thing, kind of. They have said so. They are certainly not aiming low. On the other hand, they didn't aim low with this, and they achieved a lot, but definitely a few areas they didn't achieve enough, I think. That's the way it goes. Yeah, being able to build town, maybe castles, outposts, for that sort of thing, fortified bases of some kind would be very, very cool. I would very much be down for that.
You don't.
There's a lot of stuff they could do with base building in Elder Scrolls. Hopefully, let's say they'll go a bit bigger on it than they have done with Starfield, because there's I know they'll be adding more and there'll be DLC and stuff, but the tools we currently have available leave quite a chunk to be desired, to say the least.
Captain Leaf, it is pleasant to see you.
But yeah, I'd really like to see them lean the combat into trying to recreate a bit of HEMA and stuff. Because there's definitely capacity for really cool move combinations and sort of realistic strikes and blocks and parries and stuff. That would be a very cool evolution over where Skyrim was. So I'd definitely like to see that. I need to modify my ship and make all the decorations and stuff go back to where they should be. You know, this is annoying me enough that I'm actually going to do something about it.
Howdy, Skipper.
Ah, weird. I was just thinking. Well, never mind. Hey.
Anything else you chaps decided to knock all around me, bloody? No, it's okay. You got beds and stuff downstairs, but no, they insist on using mine. I do wish they'd make it so that only the player could use the one in the captain's quarters, because it's kind of annoying that they don't. Anyway, Xion, off we go.
Ship's good.
Not actually stopping by my favourite location in the game, but my favourite city, but going to be orbiting the planet nonetheless.
Orbital insertion done. Time to dance among the stars.
Looks about right. That way.
Grab jumps.
Shipbuilding is a cool addition, though.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
If I had to guess as to why outpost building didn't work out as well as it could be,
Scan complete.
it'd be because they put a lot of time and energy into yeah, it's because they put a lot of time and energy into the shipbuilding side and less resources into outpost building. Just a hunch. Right. Nice aboard the Trident Star Yard. Swing over that way a little bit, now don't crash into the solar panels. So,
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
you can't deal with a few load screens, it's really not the game's problem. Alright, so the implication is maybe I can pose as a prospective buyer, or maybe I can pretend to work there. So we'll have to see how this actually pans out. Here we go.
Greetings, Captain.
Not been here before, so
Trident luxury lines.
Got our eyes on you.
Trident. Where you can
Trident true. Way. So I need to head somewhere that way to obtain the schematic. Now talk to this
Do
lady.
you have business here? Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines, where we craft the finest and most luxurious starships in the galaxy. If you have any questions about
True
our
that.
product line, or
Awful
would
outfit,
like
eh?
to book a cruise, I'll do my very best to assist you. Now, how may I help you today?
Trident ship's really what they're cracked up to be?
Is a Trident best in class, top to bottom? No. Clearly no. Deimos has fantastic missile batteries. Stroud Eklund's shields are a thing to behold. But what a Trident may lack in those areas, it more than makes up for in style, luxury, and comfort. A cruise on a Trident can be a truly life-changing experience.
Well, we had fun on one while we were infiltrating the Crimson Fleet. Can I buy ships or parts here?
We do not sell ships or parts at this location.
Or
And
any
it's
other,
not
unfortunately.
like you would have any use for parts or modifications anyway. A Trident ship is already perfect as it is.
Oh dear, can I book a cruise? Well, I'm not going to. Let's find out what the deal is for that.
Unfortunately, all of our cruises are booked for the foreseeable future. That should speak volumes about the quality of our products. Our cruises become more and more popular every year as new models are released.
I don't like you very much. Okay.
Certainly. Goodbye.
Apparently they're not going to stop me just wandering on in. Freestar Collective Security. Well, I do have an outfit that might be a suitable disguise there. Maybe. It's still on my ship. Cargo hold. That's a militia uniform. No, it's not, is it? We had this issue last time. The militia uniform's there, but the security one is not.
Everything okay?
Oh, right. Don't remember my keyboard shortcuts to speed things along a little bit. Does look pretty darn similar. Because it is the same. Right. Those two in the right order. Yep, it's definitely the same. Right. Freestar hat? No, it doesn't really go with it. Let's... Well, that could probably go to a ship. Well, I'm not going to do that right now. Military uniform, okay. We'll be having a bit of a moment here. There we go. Oh, we're good. Right. Don't mind me getting changed right in front of you.
I think you might be lost.
If you need something, speak with Philippe or Jim.
Let's talk to Philippe, see what his deal is. Since he's got a name. Corbin, huh?
And what have we here? A pilgrim come to see where space travel is perfected? Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines, makers of the finest and most elegant ships in the settled systems. I envy you. Stepping in here for the first time can be an almost religious experience. I wish I could taste that feeling all over again.
It's really impressive.
Why, of course it is. Trident is all about quality. And obviously you're someone who knows quality when you see it. But I digress. Is there anything you need from me?
What do you do here?
I'm honored to be the head of marketing and advertising here at Trident. It's a job that I take very seriously. Educating the masses about the opulence of our cruises, or the excellence of our models, well, it's simply a privilege to do so. I can't think of any greater satisfaction than this.
Well, to be fair, Trident's cruises and the luxury of them is, as far as I'm aware, pretty well known around the subtle systems and by public and so on and so forth. So I guess he's done a good job getting the word out. Your product's really worth the price tag.
Well, look, a Trident isn't about cost. It's about status. It's about making a statement while being pampered like royalty. So, well, if you have to ask, well then, we might not be for you.
Not really, it's just whether or not you deliver on your promises, really.
I
Question
suppose
now.
it is somewhat odd for someone to just waltz down here like you did, but it isn't unheard of either. The Trident name brings visitors. People want to see where the magic happens, you know. The famous Gladys Coffin especially receives many callers. Well, as long as you behave yourself, your visit shouldn't be a problem.
Sounds like you really love your job.
Of course I do. It's a great honor to work for Trident in this capacity, but it's not all about advertising our products, you see. I'm also marketing hope, something for people to strive for. Enjoying one of our cruises or owning a Trident is a dream for many, as I'm sure you understand. And so my message to the consumer is this: if you work hard enough and put in everything you have, your dream may come true.
Well, likely for most people, it bloody won't, actually. Goes away with my head, very noble, and sentimental life doesn't work that way. Yeah.
Then perhaps you should dream a little bigger.
Oh, good, I could buy your entire star yard, but,
Have a great day.
most people, no matter how hard they work, are never going to be in that position.
No funny business, all right?
Been working on that new headline, Mr. Corbin. I think I finally got it.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
Trident, carrying the scepter of quality.
Good. Very good, in fact. But there's just one problem. A Trident is not a scepter.
I mean, it's close enough.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yes, yes, it's a singular honor to meet me, I'm sure.
Ah.
Do not get by on close enough. Start over.
So she's the person he was talking about, and looks very enthusiastic to be here.
What are
That is Coffin.
you doing here? Philippe didn't say I should be expecting someone. This is the very heart of Trident, and we don't need strays.
Screw you. It's more like a lab than a heart. Wandered over. It wasn't locked. It's more like a lab than a heart.
Oh, and it tells jokes, too. Well, I suppose since you're here, enjoy being in the presence of greatness. It's here that we create the next generation of Trident starships.
Happy make ships better and handle conversations. Tell me about your ships. You sound really important. Tell me about your ships.
Random strangers go up to Da Vinci, asking about Mona Lisa's smile.
No, he's dead.
Or interrupt Beethoven in the middle of his
No, he's
symphony.
dead.
No, ask Gia or Philippe.
Well, if you want to be in the same category as them, carry on the way you're going, hon. We'll arrange it for you. Hope you make your ships better than you handle conversations.
My skills are not in question. We have Gia to handle your precious conversation. If you have
She
any
didn't
other
do the best job
questions, make
neither.
it fast.
So you're famous?
Oh my, that's just priceless. Balancing elegance with the strict engineering requirements of spaceship travel. That's not science. It's art. An art I'm particularly skilled at.
What I recall, the inside of it, the ship that we were on was quite nice. The outside, not so much.
My many, many awards and achievements should give you some idea.
What exactly do you do?
Listen, if you want to talk about the max safe tonnage of the Astra or other trivia, ask Gia. Me? I design the future. What great new heights we can go to.
You sound rather full of yourself.
Unfortunately for me, your opinion really doesn't matter.
No, but the gun at my side probably does.
Whatever you say.
I'm not congratulating her on awards, she's annoying. Well, I think our best bet is probably going to be in here, because, well, it's actually not getting me where I thought it might. I saw a vent. I do not see vent access, which is interesting. See if there's vent access upstairs or somewhere else.
No offense, but do you belong here?
Just stopping by, don't you worry.
Magic happens.
Place could be a bit bigger. Not quite where I was expecting the vent to be, but okay. Gotcha.
Can't you see I'm trying to revolutionize the future of space travel?
I understand that, but this is very important budgetary information. I think it would be wise to look over it before continuing your work.
Your style.
She's gonna find. Nice.
I'll look over the files when I'm good and ready. Now, if you don't mind, I have some vital work to be doing.
As far as the breaking goes, this one was a little bit more fun than some of the others. It's still just a variation on a theme again. Don't mind me, I'm just leaving with your prized new design. Smooth. We've got to have a poke around as well. Discover that as much as their ships are nice, their people not so much. Oh, we got a bit of an issue. Ah, there we go. I was afraid we might have crashed for a second then. Fell down a hole. Yeah, that was fairly smooth. I want to think about it. We'll just make a quick point of getting a little XP boost. And saddle up. Back to volley.
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
Onward.
Jump complete.
Restore space.
Want to do
Please
it
hold your
again,
current
just
speed
for
and heading
fun?
while we scan you for contraband.
No? Maybe later.
That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Indeed we shall. Let's head straight to the core, shall we? Yes, that went smoothly. Kind of wondering when things are going to turn around a little bit. This is definitely going to change pace. I can kind of feel it coming. But I would have expected it to do so by now. Reminds me, I am in need of a change of outfit. Wear the appropriate attire for the job, haven't we? Here we go. Region offices are rather cool.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic?
No, but I want some used toilet paper. What are your plans for this schematic?
We'll have our research and development team take a look. If there's anything notable, we'll reverse engineer it, then recreate it with our own spin. And believe me, by the time our engineers are through, Trident won't even recognize it.
Yep, Trident none the wiser.
And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first,
Aha, there we
Alana
go.
wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her
Leave
office is.
Lara's Imogen's
Tell her
boss.
assistant Maeve, you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
And here we go. Got a little level. Now, can't put anything over there for right now. Not too bothered about anything else. We'll want to move towards some of these at some point. Probably not right now. Could upgrade that, and that'll get me to that. 2 levels. An extra point, a point in stealth is probably going to be vaguely useful at this point. So add stealth meter, more difficult to detect. Suppress weapons do extra damage. Nice. It's a little bit handy for our sneaky sneak. It's not been too necessary so far, but I've got the sneaking suspicion. Ha ha ha. Things are about to ramp up a bit. Square within a square thing. There's a circle within a square. I wonder if it's has some kind of significance in Japanese art or symbology or something, or if it's very specific to Ryujin. Or just, you know, Bethesda thought it looked cool. Evening, Blime, here I am. And here's the executive floor. Holy crap. Hold on. That's Ellicott. I feel like he might be the CEO, but why would be so out in the open so anyone would just walk off the lift, turn around and blast away at him if they hate him? Which they probably do, because he's the head of a region. I don't know. So the staircase is the other side then. The flowers and stuff.
I think that was the single most stressful experience of my life.
Yeah, but you killed it in there. Genevieve seemed genuinely interested.
Lyndon didn't seem too impressed with the numbers, though.
The only thing that impresses Lyndon is a designer suit, which is way out of our budget right now.
Well, hey, if this deal goes through, maybe that'll be my first purchase.
More clients. Clients everywhere, including behind this guy's head. Roll in, come up here, blap. Nice little convenience there.
This deal could be huge for my company.
Dalton. Well, we probably met him not so long ago. Not sure why the conference room would be downstairs. Definitely met her. They have an additional boardroom upstairs. Presumably they go downstairs if they're meeting people who are not allowed up here. And then, yeah, met him. Guy was going to get shot if he tried to dock my pay. There's a vent over there. Don't know what the significance is. So that's Maeve. Yeah. Side door there.
It's just more time to doubt myself.
Well, if it becomes relevant. Can't get into it anyway. Right. Little less messing around. Little less conversation.
Can I help you?
Well, if you could, I wouldn't need to come up here because I could hear you on the ground floor.
Name an appointment.
Expected imaging sources, none of your business. Tempting. It's the Larry Chen.
Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Interesting.
That leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. No, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this.
She's got a sinister tone, this Ularu. And a familiar voice as well. It's the one small drawback to Bethesda working with their usual talent. As talented as they are, they start to become recognisable after a while.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about.
That must be the outfit, because it's nice.
Head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far?
Yeah. I see. Was it Gray or Steve last time was saying that they wanted that outfit and couldn't have it, which sucks. Mind you, could always console command it in, which is tempting, because that is a very nice outfit. Mind you, you have to be on PC for that. What does operations entail? Job seems right up my alley. It's a job, dream job. Prefer more legit work. What else does the job entail?
Simply put, our goal is to ensure the success of this company.
There's some very nice detail on that.
We supply our various departments with whatever resources they need in order to meet expectations to achieve this. It's much easier said than done, believe me.
A little note of that because it's very nice. Seems right up my alley. Why not? I'm doing well.
In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate.
Master Infiltrator.
My dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
Yarp.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly.
Absolutely recognise that voice. 100%. We trust people outside the company? No.
I'd use the word trust loosely. We maintain a relationship of sorts. Those who come through get paid, and those who don't, well, they won't live to regret it.
Ah, yes. It's quite literally cutthroat business. Deal with all sorts of people. I know how to get my way. Yeah.
That's exactly the type of operative I want. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them.
How's the reimbursement work?
You get reimbursed once the assignment is complete, but the immediate cost is on you. If you don't have the money by now due to poor financial skills, I can only hope your negotiation skills are up for the challenge. Now, in order to confirm your identity,
Bit of a
Simon
slap.
prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
I'm ready. Like his style, stupid, whatever. Who the Galactic Raiders? What's Razor Derby? You have to ask about both of these.
They're a batball team that sucks. They have about as much chance of winning the Universal Championship as Aurora does of going legal outside of Neon. Simon despises batball, though, which is why he crafted that response you give in return.
And Razor Derby?
According to Simon Rychek, it's the only real sport in the galaxy. But if you want a lesson in sports, just ask him. Movies are more my thing when it comes to entertainment.
Interesting. Stupid, but whatever.
Exactly.
Just get what you need. You'll find him above the Lux condos in Sidonia's Plaza.
Ooh.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
She does have a fantastic outfit. That is very, very cool. Jeannie's is very, very cool as well, but not quite as cool. I was doing very well until then.
That wasn't too bad for your introduction. What do you think of Ularu?
I think if she stuck her nose any higher in the air, she'd fall over backwards. Nice enough, full of herself. Glad that I got to deal with you, not her. Too soon to tell. Rather not get into that. I'm not going to get into that. I don't think she likes her enough to run and tattle. But at the same time, I don't entirely trust Imogen any more than I trust Ilaria. I think they both quite casually stick a knife in my back if it would get them advancement without even hesitating. So, yeah. Too soon to tell.
Good call. Let me know if you have any questions regarding your assignment. And enjoy your time in Sidonia. It's certainly no Neon.
As I always say, no one's going to take me alive. Tell me about Simon Rychek.
I worked with Simon a lot in my time as a field op. He's a perpetually grumpy man, but I think he just likes to keep his distance. Getting close to people isn't a luxury he can afford in his line of work, much like ours.
Anything you should know about Sidonia that I don't already know?
That it's vastly different than Neon. There's not glitz and glam where Sidonia is concerned. And don't worry about it being in UC territory. Simon's smart, so any physical information he may hand off to you won't set off any alarms. Just make sure your ship is clean before reaching Mars orbit. Remember, Aurora is illegal there, so if you have any on you, it needs to stay here.
Genie?
For you? No, only Ularu calls me that, and it's not up for negotiation.
Why do I get the feeling there's a bit more going on between those two than initially met the eye? Good for them. Although I still feel like I don't quite trust either one of them. Yeah, I think we'll get through okay. Just while I'm here. Yeah. Just want to try and get a picture of her, but especially given that cool outfit. But I don't think I'll be able to get in there without causing trouble, so. Right. Sidonia. Yeah, I think we'll go for those two. Don't remember what else I wanted. That's going to stay on. Those need to go as well. Do quite like that uniform though. The UC police uniform's really cool as well.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Really nicely designed. But most of the outfits are like they're really well done in this. And the style for a lot of them is not really my cup of tea. Some look better than others, but the details and the work they've done on them are really cool. Clothing in particular does look good. Yeah, look at that. Very nice.
I think I got them.
Somewhat corporate style security definitely works. Style security. With a little bit of a riot cop angle to it.
Captain Leaf, hello. I am satisfied to see.
Up and up and up and up. Still love how much this thing's got kind of submarine vibe to it. Not so much on the outside of it, but when you're moving around the inside of it, definitely gets that vibe going. Neon's cable in and stuff hanging down there. It's looking pretty cool. Definitely outside. So that's the reagent tower at the right hand end there. I feel like it's clearly when you walk in along the bridge there in the middle, you go under the main concourse and then up at the other side of it, and then you're facing back towards your ship, which is really doesn't feel like that's what's going on. Feels like the city's kind of flipped, but yeah, got the reagent marker on the top right there, which means top left must be, well, actually, my penthouse is not a penthouse at all, because right at the top there must be where Benjamin Bay lives, but the one I've got is quite high up, but in the trade tower at the left-hand end. But it's beneath the lightning shield, so yeah. It's a bit weird when all the motion stops, but right. Anyway. I do enjoy the environments in particular.
Time to venture into that beautiful sky.
So the size of the ship compared to Neon does look a little weird from out here. The proportions and things. Neon looks too small for in comparison to the ship. Although I assume it's a depth thing. But... Ooh. Right. Mars. We go. How many insults? How many hours have I played this game? Last time I checked it was about the 250-ish mark. Don't know off the top of my head at the moment.
And we're done. Welcome to Mars.
You sound very enthusiastic. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Where's my mouse? There it is. I have numerous questions. Put it there. Library. Right, okay. So I'm currently listed at, oh crikey, 361 hours, according to this right now. My current playtime. There you go. Early evening in Cydonia. Yeah, I was watching Respawn's recent Starfield Outpost video the other day, over the weekend. I get entirely why he's building on Mars for his main outpost, why he's chosen to live here, because it is a particularly striking looking planet, Mars. It's an iconic image, both in terms of like human history and human future, I suppose, in a way. And imagery, and just in general game design as well, it really stands out. Worth it or not, I'm thoroughly enjoying the game. I know some people have had their complaints, and it's not perfect. There's a few areas that could have been better, but to be honest, to achieve a lot of those things, I mean, it took long enough already. So, yeah, I think...
Nothing bad happens today.
It was ambition versus reality, really, was most of the issues with the game. As opposed to them actually having dropped the ball in some way. I've not been up there before. That's cool. When you thought Starfield was Minecraft, it got fun. Oh, that's interesting. I'm really enjoying it as a RPG. The base building side of things I've actually found thoroughly disappointing compared to most of what Bethesda have done in the last couple of games they've had. But then they did something very, very cool, particularly in Fallout 4, so I want to come and have a look at this billboard here, because it is quite cool.
Devil's HQ even got some of the same crew running it. I sure hope they know what they're doing.
Laredo firearms have been ramping up production in Aquila City and are taking away market share. And it's not just Laredo that's a threat. Core Kinetics and Combatech have been making gains as well.
I was kind of expecting a bit more on that. I missed the opening to that broadcast, but you know. Right. The bank robbery we were involved with, or putting an end to. Yeah, I've been up here before. Didn't really have much reason to. There's not a lot up here. I was kind of hoping there's a whole area I hadn't discovered up here, but no, there's just this dude hanging out here. Yeah, spaceship stuff is pretty cool. Looking forward to seeing them expand that. Looking forward to seeing what Bethesda do with new DLC. And the upcoming updates as well. Next update goes into beta testing on Wednesday, or is scheduled to anyway.
Can't wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going?
Out of work, huh? Sure, something well, I've never seen. Miners always needed here. Look like you need to spend a conversation video. Check out the view from here. Miners always in need on Sidonia.
I just wish Sidonia had a bit more to offer while I'm trying to enjoy my unemployment. Not much in the way of entertainment around here. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year.
Something about Razor Derby is the best. Heard the Solar Corsairs have the best chance. Do we really have to do this? Razor Derby is the only real sport. Let's play it by the book.
You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
Well, I won't pay up, but we'll see. Well, I'm interested to see what they do with DLC. We already know Shattered Space is going to be a story DLC, and that's going to be the first one we get. There'll likely be a couple of Outpost-related ones, probably at least one Starship-related one, if not a couple, and probably a couple more story or DLC as well. I'm surprised we don't get at least 6 on down the line. It's usually the way Bethesda do things. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, give it the next couple of months. We should have the new modding software for the updated engine being released. So we should see the ability of players to edit and add to the game skyrocket in shortly after that. So next couple of months, hopefully. Sure, that's negotiable. Sure, that's job. Come up with the money later. Not paying 10,000 credits. Bum bum bum. Sure, let's try and persuade him.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth.
Maybe a discount for our first time doing business.
I like the way you think.
Bingo.
Perhaps. All
Silver
right,
tongue.
I'll lower the price, but that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now?
Still 8 grand. They said they'd pay 1,000 credits, and I'm not going to be 700 grand out of pocket. So tell me about the side job.
You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Malai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived.
Finding people's my speciality, consider disposed of. I'm not going to kill someone for you if that's what it takes. Can you tell me about her?
She's a freelance mercenary, used to work for Inception Technologies. But she likes her independence, so she went into business for herself. She specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any second thoughts, you should think of it as doing the settled systems a favor.
Why do you want a gun as proof?
Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. She'd never just hand it over. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. On top of that, she's superstitious, which makes the gun all the more precious to her.
Fine, if that's what it takes.
Good. Malai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Well, blowing her up is probably not the way to go then. But I'm pretty sure we can disable her ship and board it and see where we go from there. Like to talk her down if I can, but I don't think that's going to work. I'd also like to keep the gun, but yeah. I mean, it's probably possible for me to go over there, get her gun, come back, and then just pay him off. And have the best of both worlds there, but I'm not going to do that. So there's, yeah, that's all I say. The entrance to Cydonia is definitely one of the cooler entrances to a city in this game. I'm rather fond. And away we go. How far have I gone to spacesuit research? I don't know actually. Halfway-ish? 2/3 maybe? Problem is, upgrading random space suits is not something I've really dived into. I found so far though that like combat is not that difficult generally anyway, so it's not like you really need to worry about it too much anyway. Weapons are a bit of a better priority. And over there, woo, bit jumpy today. There we go. These on Mars, why would she be in orbit around Saturn? And how would he hear about it? That's what I want to know.
That's bad enough. State your business or I open fire.
I'll take a look at your ship. Wherever it's got to.
You want to talk? Or do you want to die?
Interesting looking ship.
So, tell me what you're doing decide whether or not to strip you for salvage.
Your ship's going to be a lot more badass than it looks if you actually think you're going to win this fight.
I'm looking for a lot of people, and none of them are any
Oh,
business of yours.
she's looking for more than one person. One of them's probably around here. I'm here to save your life.
Oh yeah? From what? You're the only thing around here that looks like a threat to me. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you to the void.
How do you know him?
If you think I'm answering any questions, think again.
I'm here to discuss an alternative to killing you.
To killing me? How about for me killing you? Huh? Don't think I couldn't take you out if I wanted to.
We'll see. Don't stop if he believes you're dead. Give me a gun, this all goes away. You don't want him to leave you alone? What's this grudge about? What's this grudge about?
What are you, a therapist? It's none of your business.
Don't you want him to leave you alone?
It'd be nice to be able to relax a bit.
Someone will stop hunting you if he believes you're dead.
But just how do you propose we manage that? Because I intend on staying very much alive.
You lay low for a while?
I have my ways. Is that part of your plan?
And have your gun, he'll believe whatever I say.
I love the thought of you playing Simon. I hardly... On second thought, you're onto something. Alright. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed. For whatever that's worth.
Yeah, whoa! Not sure why my ship suddenly lurched forwards there. Right. While we're here, so I do actually want to get a look at her ship and see what the deal is, because I don't like it, might be cool. It's got a weird shark-like look to the front end of it with the lighting there. I think we're looking at a Nova cockpit. A whole bunch of Nova bits and pieces, companionway. Her ship currently has no interior. Mostly no interior. It's a sneaky save on processing power trick rather. Not particularly unusual either in games in general. Don't build anything you don't need to, so the character models don't have internal organs, amongst other things. Interesting. Something's looking pretty epic out there. There's my ship's over here. I'll blow you out of the sky. Not with that ship, you won't. I think she's got some lasers and missiles, I think, from the look of it, but probably not one that's going to win. Right, we'll see how this goes then.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
So, what's the betting she's going to attack me?
How's it going?
I do like the spacesuit. It's fun. Docker, and that heads towards the bridge. This is the landing quarters that I couldn't see. The living quarters, rather, that I couldn't see when I was outside. Kind of curious where the it's the landing bay. Okay, which wasn't that easy to spot. A whole crew area, but no actual crew. It's not shooting me yet. Hitman modified calibrated negotiator. It's a heavy weapon. Not surprising. Have you used one of those? Might be a fun build one day.
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her.
I suppose he didn't ask for your head. I suppose it's a little unsubtle to walk in with somebody's severed head, though. What's the story behind Ember?
The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. She saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean.
I'll stay with you and Simon. Must be more to this.
We were a thing for a while. Until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive and suffering.
Charming. Well, hand over the gun.
I don't think so. You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my
Not
ship
really. I was
right
kind of
then,
expecting a bit of a double cross.
If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit.
It isn't Simon's
The only
either,
proof
apparently.
here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship.
Why even bother accepting my hail and let me board in the first place?
Your ship, of course. I'd hate to risk damaging something.
That would be an upgrade for you.
Plus, this way I can simply climb aboard to see if there's anything of value, rather than have to sift through debris. Any access cards I need, I can just take off your dead body.
If you want to come out this deal alive, I'd rethink your position.
I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind.
You'd hate to be running for the rest of your life. It's a joke, right? You're going to fight me? You want to risk the integrity of your own ship? I've taken on a lot worse. You sure you know how this ends? Sure. Well, I'll go in with that one.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll carve to you unless you had the upper hand. Is a gun really worth dying over? Don't say you want this to play out. Wouldn't come after you unless you had the upper hand.
You make a good point. If you manage to find me, you certainly know who I am. And I don't know a thing about you.
Indeed. You take to be running for the rest of your life. It's really worth dying over. Make a decision or I'll make it for you. Well, I don't like that one, so it's got to be one of these two. I don't think she's inclined towards that. I think she's probably more inclined towards not worth dying over. Harder to achieve. Then again, she doesn't think she's going to die. She thinks she's going to win. Either of these will get me where I need to be if I succeed. Is it really? Well, she's threatening to kill me, so I'm going with, is it worth dying over?
She's fought
Apparently so.
for many years. It only seems fitting that I fight for her. And besides, I don't plan on dying. Enough of this. I'm done talking. This'll be fun.
There we go. Well, I kind of saw how that was going to play out. What's the deal with this gun then? Ah, laser pistol. Thought it might be. Don't really want one myself, but I would like to keep it just because it's a unique. And it is quite a nice looking unique. Long barrel with laser sight, holographic sight, focal lens, tack grip, ignition beams, and amplifier. It's probably about as good as that gets, short of being a top tier one, which it's not. They're quite fun, these. Interesting design. But I hope I get to keep it. Anyway, while we're here, yeah, there are those. Oh well. I don't think there were any particularly valuables down in the lower level. Anything that looks like it might be? Probably not. Gonna nab that. That wasn't what I wanted. So I'll take it. See if I can flog any of it next time in Aquila. Sword of Damocles, cool. Guess at least some of that won't sell. Bolt cutters. Right. I did try and warn her. I did try and persuade her. I kind of knew that the other option was more likely to get me to a peaceful resolution. They're the easiest one to succeed on. It felt like it was maybe going to work a bit better. Also, as I say, easiest to succeed on. But you know, the alternative, the one I went for, just kind of fit the vibe of the conversation better, and I really wasn't that bothered about the outcome. Part of me was a little tempted to steal her ship, but don't know if I can actually. You often can't with ships that are specifically tied to characters. Mercury. Why would I be travelling to Mercury? I wouldn't, he's in Sardinia. Right, okay. He's just having to tag Mercury because I'm looking towards the sun. Fun. One of the things they're working on for the patch that's due in a couple of weeks is shadows in situations like that on ring systems and presumably on asteroids and stuff like that. So hopefully shots like that will get a little bit better looking as time goes on. Killer City. Quite where I wanted to be. Oh well, that's fine. Mining colony of Sidonia. Sounds very nicely done as well. Environmental detail is definitely the thing that Bethesda have done best in this game. It's just the environments they've built. Very, very cool. I'm keen. And that entrance is just top tier. They're doing rather well.
I know we're supposed to.
Kind of curious as to how this is going to go.
Look who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay up.
Got the gun, see the information, numbers all yours, suppose you couldn't handle by yourself. Information better be worth it. One was a piece of work. She said she didn't want you dead. You lied to me. Do I look like I'm gonna pay you?
Well, with an attitude like that, I take it the job's done.
She said she didn't want you dead. You lied.
Wait a minute. You spoke to that lie-weaving terramorph? You should have just outright killed her.
Ooh, she wanted you like blackmail. Don't believe you, so she was lying. Intimidation.
Cool those thrusters. She's lying, I swear. We have a history. A long one. Love, hate, betrayal. It's all in there. I screwed her over one too many
He's rather
times, and
orange
she's been
looking.
out for blood ever since. Blackmail? Ew, I wish. That'd be the least of my worries.
What happened?
I may have given her name to the UC at one point, but believe me, once I escaped, I wiped all the data they had on her. Only it was too late. They sent a unit after her. She and her sister escaped, but won't. There are ecliptic mercs, House Varun zealots. Ram made them look like saints.
Fine.
I sure hope so. I don't want to think I exchanged one threat for another. So, back to business. You got the gun?
What are you gonna do with it?
I haven't given it much thought. The truth is, I never thought I'd see it.
None of it being easy here, exactly.
What I know for sure is that I'm sure as hell not going to use it.
I think you owe me some information.
Just
Now.
allow an old man a moment. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers?
Thought it was going to go that way.
I left the past behind.
Back to business.
Yes, let's. Enough about the past. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself.
Got it, so I need. Sure, we would appreciate it. I have to get the actual. Any idea what Project Dominion is?
Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neuroamp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news. So their entry must involve something big.
It is about the only thing that they do that's entirely unique to them. Neuroamps. So seems like if that's the only company that will be threatened, it probably is something in that area. You want me to get the actual information myself?
Getting information is what you people do. I'm just a lowly, yet very well paid informant. Here to point you in the right direction.
That's alright.
Nice doing business with you.
Okay. Now, Stanley McMillan's file. Put level 9. Schedule. Approximate local time. 7:30. Leaves Lux Condos for work at Demo Star Yards. Leaves for lunch at 11. Frequent exchange goods. Returns to work. Remains all day until. Remains at office until day is over at Davis Star Yards. Leaves work for Broken Sphere. Returns to Lux Condos. No ship, dropped off by Infinity Ltd chauffeur. So he goes up to the Star Yards and back twice a day, every day. That seems like quite the jump to be doing. Audio.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. It's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this, baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
So he works in the corporate offices down here as opposed to in the actual Star Yards up top. Okay. That's a little confusing that the company's called Star Yards and they have a Star Yard. Not a problem though. Right, so it is... He's probably here. Yep, thought he might be. He's probably going to be here until he finishes work at whatever time he finishes work at. 5 o'clock.
How's it?
I'm here to help if you need anything.
It's not the door I was looking for.
The higher-ups would definitely...
This one is. And we wait for 5 o'clock. So we are at 20 past 3. 2 hours should do it. So the guy should be in the bar now. That is a bit weird. I wait like 2 hours local time and it's jumped me on apparently 4 hours local time. 5 hours.
If you're going to use the elevator,
Very, very strange. By the way.
After today, I could really use it.
I miss New Atlantis.
We are good. Yo. Evening, Gabe. How are you doing? Presentation. Project Dominion. Novice lock? Yes. Didn't exactly almost sensible me though, did they? Making it so easy to get hold of. Encrypted files. Cool. Talking points for Damo's presentation. 3 PM to 5 PM, your desk, teleconference. Nina Hart and Lucas Drexler. Inbox. Nina Hart, be prepared. Check up to make sure you're properly prepared for this meeting. Lucas expects you to be prepared, so be sure you're at least familiar with the reps that are coming. Don't expect me to cover for you this time. Infinity LTD servers. Maintenance and reboot should be brief. 3 AM to 3:15 AM. Alice Sorters, your tip. Blows your itinerary for... oh, trip maybe. Blows your itinerary for that kind trip to Cydonia. Log all receipts for reimbursement. Transportation on Trident Beeline from New Atlantis to Cydonia. Staying in the Lux condominiums for a week. Harmon Spaulding, congrats on the deal. Told things are looking up. This is your chance to get back on track. Drinks tonight, I'm buying. Quantum synergies. As you know, our deal with quantum synergies has fallen through. This makes our focus on selling Project Dominion even more important. We have a first meeting with Deimos Steyards around the corner. Stanley McMillan has chosen to head this up. This is our number one priority, so any requests coming through from either Stanley or myself, excuse me, in regards to this deal, should be considered critical. Expect full support. Nina Hart, Marketing Executive Director. So they're going to be very happy, aren't they? Now I see him. Back to Alaru. I rather thought as much.
Before you say anything, no. Another long day.
Get a roll on. Whew. Excuse me. My rotten night's sleep last night just caught up with me in a big way. And yep. Where's my ship? I think it's over there. This one's apparently getting some repairs. I'd rather not have to steal somebody's ship to get out of it, because... yep, it is apparently over here. Not sure why, but I went to the wrong location initially when I landed, but still, wouldn't expect the ship to be over here. But apparently I can breathe on Mars. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Very strange indeed. And the people who own that ship attacked me ages ago. Some weird reason my ship's landed out here on a random bit of flat ground. If I wanted to build a Mars outpost, I wonder whether or not I could do it here. Probably don't want to, but... less than a kilometre from Sardinia. Worst place ever. Could actually build an outpost here if I wanted to. Use this flat bit of ground that's now here as a... Evening, Dale. Good stretch.
You need something?
Oh, many things.
Engine's ready. Waiting on your word, Captain.
Recover from your birthday. Sounds like you're doing it right then, Dale. Hope you had a good one.
Stable orbit achieved. We can stay here. Forever. Well, for a while anyway.
Yep. Sound of the grav drive engaging reminds me ever so slightly of the warp nacelles on Voyager moving into space, into position. You know, like the as they came around before they went to warp. It's quite cool.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Thank you very much, Gabe. That's very, very kind of you. Little disappointed that Stream Elements doesn't seem to want to wake up and shout about that. Maybe we'll do in a moment, but thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. Don't know about a month off, but had what, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks off over Christmas, so that was quite nice. Nice. Not exactly restful, but it was nice.
Yeah?
When is Christmas ever restful? I just need to kind of sort my sleep pattern out. But I've needed to do that for about a year at this point and not managed it, so we'll see how we do. I need to be in 2 places at once tomorrow, so... well, need, want, something to that effect. We'll see how that pans out. And easy with custom paint jobs. Nice. Be interesting. Oh, I suppose it'd work on the same principle as the 10mm SMG, really, wouldn't it? I guess, or similar principle. Staying home for 3 days. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, it sounds like a decent couple of days. Decent weekend, even if it's not actually the weekend.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Region version of the security armor is good. Surprisingly small offers for such a high-tier exec, but a couple of guns on the side there.
Well, that took longer than expected.
Yes, it
I
did.
hope whatever information Simon had was worth it.
That is a very, very cool outfit. Project Dominion, after what I went through, better be. I was fast and efficient, and you know it. Something called Project Dominion.
Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done.
That didn't take long.
Well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity LTD prototype. It's one of ours.
Well, I'll be damned.
They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught.
Didn't see that twist coming.
Masako needs to hear about this.
It's cool, but I didn't see it coming. Ah, through the previously inaccessible door.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Oh, do be quiet. Now this is a nice office.
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
Yeah.
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an
That's a pretty cool outfit as well.
Informant. But here's the real news. Infinity LTD has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're
Not
trying
bad.
to sell it under their own
Actually like hers a bit more, but...
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information,
that is cool.
I am trusting you to help investigate.
Yeah,
You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity LTD has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation.
Moly. Why me, not someone more senior?
Because you exposed this information. I have little reason to suspect you.
Not sure about the plastic trim, but otherwise it's quite cool.
Of course. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
You'd have sent somebody to shoot me if I'd try that. Yeah, I'm liking her outfit more than hers, though hers is very cool.
Dalton.
Ah, the lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
I'll be ready.
Not for this one, but I trust you'll get it done.
Okay.
My company's
Thought this whole thing might take a little bit of a change in tack. fairly soon, and it seems it sure did. Ah, stuck my nose in here earlier.
Good, you're here.
He's got a pretty cool version of the outfit as well.
So, thanks to your work in Sidonia,
Not as cool as Ilari's, but
someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
doesn't look good for you. We'll take care of it. Investigating yourselves. How's that trustworthy?
Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results can be objective.
We'll take care of it.
We certainly are. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment.
Interesting. Where's Ularu a special case?
Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the chief of operations. So she is the best equipped to evade detection.
Makes a certain amount of sense. Yeah. Taking special pains to make sure that the least trustworthy set of people you employ are on the level does make a certain amount of sense. Sounds like we need better security. Third-party investigation is risky. To get this Nix as a trustworthy source.
We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit and leverage. And in this case, it's mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program. Completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing.
So how does that work? Yeah, I have questions, eh? We did this one a couple of days ago, Gabe. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Seems excessive. Can't they just let me by?
Directive Theta requires utmost secrecy for success. We don't know what connections the mole may have, so we can't risk informing us.
Not sure why it requires revoking my security access to work. Like, surely it'll work better if I can get closer to her office without having issues. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. But, no. What happens if I get caught?
If you get caught, the guards will follow standard procedure and lock you up in a cell for questioning. Provided you don't provoke them. And I strongly advise against provoking them. These are your fellow employees. We want this to go as smoothly as possible.
And they won't recognize me?
Over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'll be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect.
Sounds like you're risking the lives of your own team. Be interesting to infiltrate my own place of work.
One of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up.
I'll be careful. Can't guarantee safety. What's a disruptor? How is Alario not going to be suspicious? Also, I mean, the emphasis on Alario makes me think she probably is going to turn out to be guilty. But, I mean, she could turn out not to be after all this, but you never know. But I doubt it. That also doesn't make a lot of sense given that she sent me on the mission to find out what Bethesda's up to. And is then the one to reveal this infiltration and security leak. But, I mean, she may not have known what we were going to investigate, what information she sent us after. She didn't seem to, so she may have ended up accidentally outmaneuvering herself into a... Thanks. She may have outmaneuvered herself into a position where she has to now investigate herself and risk revealing herself because other people were involved in finding out what Simon knew. What's a disruptor?
It concerns me that you don't know. A disruptor is a non-lethal weapon. Our subsidiary, Arboron, makes an excellent one that I'll be issuing you. It will stun your target, giving you a chance to get away. But you'll only have so much time before the effects wear off.
How is Laura not going to be suspicious?
Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta. But she'll fully expect a building closure while we investigate. As far as she knows, it's standard procedure. One that she no doubt has already made accommodations for. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be expecting to go up against Neon's best. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even our own security detail can know, in case the information leaks.
Shh. Be careful, don't you worry.
Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards.
Sneaky, 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 sneaky stab.
So
we do it.
At Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Yeah, I don't imagine this is a particularly good disruptor he's handed me. No, it isn't. Got a big ass grenade launcher that's not that good. Cornered as well? No. So I've got a few things to get rid of on the way over there. That needs to go onto my ship. But a couple of other things to get rid of on my way out of the building. I forgot I'm in the wrong set of clothes. Oh well, that's fine. Doesn't really matter that much.
I've got my eye on you.
Good for you.
This could be the most important meeting of my career.
In this case, it's more like sneaky, 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 sneaky zap and stab, really, but anyway. Out we go. Let's stop by the Trade Authority and get rid of a load of stuff.
Yeah? What? This better not be a waste. Then here I thought you were...
Right. Don't need that. Don't need that. Cool as it is. He can't afford it. That surprises me. Yeah. A whole bunch of stuff I really need to get rid of here, but... is there any good ammo? How have I still not managed to get him over the threshold when I just bought all the ammo? Let's have a look at shotgun shells for my shotgun that I apparently have on me somewhere. Uses 50 by 25 shell. Should do the job, right? Yes. Go.
Done here?
Yep, sure does. Okay, Madame Savage's place. Meow. Oof. That's all by something there. The lighting model might have freaked out a little bit then. Nix, huh?
You're gonna make people nervous. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved.
Region's behalf for Directive Theta, Dalton Fine sent me. You can do business out of a bar.
Only when I meet someone for the first time. I like to meet strangers in public for safety reasons. I'm sure you get it. So why not in my favorite bar?
Dalton Fine sent me.
Wow, nice to meet you too. Good thing you aren't with marketing. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor.
2,500 credits, negotiable price. Let's see the favor. If I have to pay you, why didn't Dalton say anything about credits? Why didn't Dalton say anything?
And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given.
Yeah, and the company fucking paying for it should also be a given, not me. I'm, you know, go down there and sort out our internal investigation. And by the way, fund it out of your own pocket. No, would be my response there. You pay for it. Let's see the favor.
While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more workstation on the way. It's Camden Cho's. Just run the same program on the slate I'll give you, and you're good. It's that simple.
Here for region, I can see. What do you plan on doing with the information?
Let's just say, it's nothing beyond something that Ryujin would do to anyone else.
This is true. Significance Camden Cho?
That's between me and another client. But you can bet if someone wants something in old Camden, it's not because they like him.
Well... Region kind of has it coming, and even though we're trying to plug a leak, creating another smaller one, I don't know, you know. Sure, quick stop along the way. I'm not above screwing them over.
See it that way. Like I said with Camden, all you've got to do is run this little beauty on Alaru Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Alaru has is bound to take some real work. More than my little setup here can handle.
Wouldn't trust the security here anyway.
It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
Nice. Yeah, -3. I wouldn't describe it as nice and cool, Tengu. More like bloody freezing. Freezing my neck is off out here. It's not that bad. I mean, it is cold, but it's actually surprisingly warmer in here tonight than I would have expected it to be. How are you going to get into the Ryujin Tower? I'm going to go up the bloody outside if I can. Seems I might have a chance of avoiding security a bit better that way. This is fun. Ding 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 ding. Hang on a second. If we're going James Bond, I'm going to need a suit. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Jeez, that is chilly, Gabe. I did see something about it being bloody cold over your part of the world, to be fair. Do not envy you that. Ooh, I nearly fucked it. Right. Now, as we're going sneaky, they wanted me to have a disruptor, which I didn't set up. Just to be on the safe side. Bounce back to my ship and make sure I am set up. So I can go in there. Oh, I wanted to sell that, didn't I? Okay, I can work with this. Ooh.
How can I be of service?
So cool. Even without ray tracing and things like that, the reflections don't look bad. Good enough to do the job. Where there are reflections, which is interesting, like puddles and stuff. The mirrors, they do not put reflections on, which is interesting.
Scanners won't hurt you.
Keep it moving.
There's a bounty on it.
No, there isn't. There's no bounty on me at all. I got rid of it ages ago. You're just bugged.
Don't make You need to move some merch. Need something? Now we're getting some.
Cool.
All right, buzz off. Busy.
What's that? Favorite. So what's the deal with this one? Titanium equalizes Nova Blast Disruptor. It just does more damage as health decreases. Yeah. Extra damage while aiming, and it weighs less. So damage while aiming is really the best thing on there. It's better than the one I was given, anyway.
You should have seen. Feel like making a Sure. Have a look.
-2 for you, Dale. That's pretty fresh. Or very fresh, depending on whether or not, depending on which system you're talking about.
Tell everyone you know about our store.
Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and
Went to your parents and came home with pizza. It's a successful mission there, Dale. Did I upgrade my GPU? I have not done, no, Dale. I reinstalled Windows over Christmas, or over New Year actually, but so that's the one thing I did, just to make the PC run a bit smoother, because it's knocking on a little bit now. But unfortunately, GPU upgrade will cost a bloody fortune, which I do not have. I'm kind of at the point now where my next upgrade needs to be a whole new PC, which is not going to be cheap. Fortunately, in some ways, because I'm going to jump to a 2 PC setup, I might be able to save a few quid. It's also likely that when I eventually do that, the next series of GPUs will be out, so they might possibly be a bit cheaper than the current gen. We'll see though. Right, two computers to find, and a lot of events to explore. So we're somewhere between James Bond and John McClane. Okay, let's put recon stim, and I'm going to favourite that to minus. Okay, or dash, depending on one's perspective. Tacos, nice. That's what I need to get to first. You're currently trespassing. Residents will become hostile if they spot you. Panel door. He's over there, is he? Right. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay. Drone, huh? Drone demo. Okay, so it's the. Is that which way they're facing? This is the robotics company that's a subsidiary of Xion, clearly based in the same building. If this is going to help me any in this way, but we'll try it. So I want to see what happens if I go up one more floor. Drop a quick save just in case. If there's a way to snake through up here, that might be much more effective. Lights are on up here. Yeah, neither be a sneaky way. I'm guessing they've taken a little inspiration from Dishonored and A team at Arcane for some missions like this. Not saying it's exactly the same, but I think they've probably been inspired by. Okay. Don't know where this goes. Another hatch. Okay, so that's an option. Try the other way, see if I can get a bit closer while I'm inside the vent. Make sure we go full John McClane when we have the chance. You like this part of the quest, Gabe? Yeah, it's fun. Can't hear anybody yet. There's somebody. That must be his office door. Right. Whew. Not that it's stressful or anything, but pressure's on a little bit. Rover. So that's what I had to do on his computer. 2 standard 2 encrypted drives, copied files and purged history. Alright, let's see what he's up to, see if we can't find out why this fellow wants to hack him. Announcements. Andy Appala, PTIA. Okay. Privacy policies. Security update. Nothing interesting. Oh, I see. Missed one. Supply request. New computer set up for Tomo's outstation. Doesn't already secure its current one. Looking to hire someone new. Recent complaint from Alara to Camden. Too vocal with the opinions on Neon's administrator. Buzz. Several people work here have ties to Bayo, and things said in the office find their way back to him. Importance of relationship. Respond professionally whenever business may be associated with him. Shipment confirmations, also from Ilaro. Okay. Confirmation of a whole bunch of shipments. Interesting. Good news. That's where I need to get. There's a hatch. Fortunately, it's not quite Where I was hoping it would. I know where I am now. Kind of. There's a security bot there. Didn't need to get spotted by them. Oh, I saw one over there too. This is where we came before, okay. Detected!
Stop running if you know what's good for you!
Ah, screw. I'll reload it. That's going to take me back further. Lots of connection for several seconds there. Okay, we are now running. Okay, so none of that went the way I was hoping, but fortunately, we should be able to just cruise along and get where we need to be much more quickly this time. Right. Yeah, definitely busted. Thought I'd got away with it as well. I would have done if it hadn't been for those pesky kids. A completely different rate. Yeah, I've noticed there are at least a couple. I mean, generally speaking, Bethesda have obviously done their best to take a leaf out of the Dishonored school of design for this. For the most part, they seem to have done a decent job. Yes.
Stop running if you know what's good for you! Ryujin security. No sudden moves.
You want to take me alive?
There's a live one here! Fire on the suspect!
Anyway. I should... Love of God. Internet is being a bit... I'll have to make sure I chase my ISP up and see what we can do about this. Kind of curious what's going to happen if I go this way, actually. where this is going to come out. I think it's just a different way into the same thing, yeah. Come on, off you pop. I can't hear anything. So must be that. Cool. More difficult than I expected.
Stop! In the name of the law! I want visual!
Went much better the first time until I tried to run away, and then it went badly. I've had massive points into sneak. That might help, but I don't, so... Proving difficult, this one. Especially with limited stealth mechanics. Right. Try again. Not sure how I screwed that up. I'm convinced I did screw it up, aren't I? Right. Try again. Without the cock up. Take the swish box of tissues without actually getting into trouble for it. Not the teapot. It's a security bot. Joy. And there's a security guard down there, apparently. This might work, or it might be a complete disaster. The question
Don't be stupid.
hit.
Stop now.
Ah! Can't even bonk them on the back of the head and put them to sleep neither. Bloody carpet. Can hear a footstep on it.
You're making things harder for yourself. Where you go? Give me some cover.
Where are you? Drumbeat. I have no points into these things, which is probably why they're not very effective, but... Whew! Despite all that, I still managed to survive. Well, going through and out the other way doesn't seem to help because there's a security bot over there and a security bot over there. So all of these things are resulting in me getting caught. My hope is they're just this way. That way? I don't know. Around the door that way. And then when they come past, I'll be able to watch them move out of sight. In that direction. And just wait until they sod off down the corridor this way. And sneak past. I hope. But I had my... Yeah, no footstep sounds, which is not optimal. One over there. I know she's just behind this wall, so I'm hoping she's going to bugger off that way. She did not.
You're not authorized to be here. I'm holding you for trespassing.
You're not authorized to be alive anymore. I assume there is a sneaky way to just get right past. New plan. New plan is pray they walk that way without seeing me and I'll slip round the back of them. If that doesn't work. Dunno. Plan C? Persuade the guide, yeah, but I kind of don't want them to know I've ever been here at all. Aha! Now we're in. Fortunately, open doors they are too dumb to realise means somebody's where they shouldn't be, but... Whew, we made it through that time. Also, quick save. Without points in the stealth, that was distinctly difficult. Past that one's going to be challenging as well. Gotcha. That'd be worth it after all that. It was not worth it. Crap.
You're making things harder for yourself. Stop now!
Damn, where are you? Go! I'm gonna put you down! Get out of there!
I like that there's a cover system in this game, and they've kind of let into it a bit more than they did with Fallout. I do wish it was slightly more effective than it is. It is a little well, ineffective. Walk on top of the ductwork to the other side of the room. Don't know if that's the bit that I'm heading towards or a bit that I've left there, Gabe. So. Not seeing any other options from here. Can't turn my light on because I'm sneaking. Can you see me through the glass door? I don't think you can. It's way down there. I don't know if that's better. You coming this way, or are you going to clear off? Can't see much.
Hey Doc, at Reliant Medical, take a look. You always wearing sunscreen?
There's a dude up there. It's a butt cheek right there. Gotta be quiet. Hatch here. Not liking my odds on where it might come out though. Appears to be in a cupboard, so that's something. So, ooh, there's a bot there. There's a security board over there.
Don't be stupid! Stop! Now! What are you doing? Stop immediately!
Keep firing was not very effective. I think I might be outnumbered. Goodbye, boys. Look at the T-vents. No, you're fine. I'm none the wiser way you mean anyway. We'll figure it out. Hey, Reed. Might take a while, but we'll get there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go from here, though. The guy down there, and there's a guy up here. There's a boss over there, too. So far, so good. Do you think this is probably the best bet?
Have your doc at Reliant Medical take a look. You always wearing sunscreen? Keep you looking young.
Yeah. Don't know who thought they were on to me there. There's a guard up top that way. Don't see a key card that will get me in there right now. I must be one knocking around somewhere. Right, so I can see their head when they the other way. Right, if I'm very lucky, be able to wriggle through here. Well, I don't know I bloody did that, but I did it. Carefully. Very, very carefully. being a Bethesda game, I'm going to go ahead and assume there'll be a Skyrim door type deal to get out of the situation. I won't have to sneak my entire way back through the building to do it. Crap. Can't detect me, I'm all the way up here, they can't possibly see me and I'm being quiet. Don't talk, it'll be quieter in game too, right? I want to close that because it feels like it's a mistake not to, but it doesn't make any difference, I don't think. Oh, I don't know if this is the most efficient way of doing it or not, but we're making some progress. It'd be nice if my jetpack did what it was meant to and got me up over there. You were really dumb if you didn't hear that the boost pack go off. Are you moving or are you staying there? That's the question. Oh, I know where I am. I'm here. Would have been good to spot vent. I did spot the vent, didn't I? For me. We're through. Oh, we're through. We're in, kind of. Right. Fairly worth having. Whew. Right. Job's a good one. Now I've got to get out of here somehow. Does the coffee mug say Chef I'm a house for spy? If you can read this, get your own damn coffee mug. Okay, that's what it says. Well, we're in here. Dead end. Yep. I'm going to check whether or not I missed this whole vent and could have used it to get in there a bit more easily. I don't think I did. Maybe. I don't know where that goes. Not where I need to be, but... in that conference room that I didn't mean to fall into. If I could have gotten in there. Don't know that that would have been any easier, to be honest, but we made it. We made it. Why couldn't I just come in this vent? I mean, needed to get to What's-His-Face's office on the way, which that wouldn't have helped with, but still. Oof, meet Nick's at his apartment. Well, and I'm up on the roof. I don't know where on the roof. Somehow multiple guns and ammo stacked inside the same box there. Scaling the upper levels of neon. Very cool. There's my ship. There's a much less attractive ship, which I think is a Stroud Eklund. Guessing from the... Yeah, that'll be a Stroud Eklund ship. Good mission, that. Ha! A secret lift. That's convenient, isn't it? What was I saying about Skyrim doors? And we're away. The proverbial thief in the night. I suppose this is the sensible way to go, but I still want to have a shufty around anyway. Sure if I missed the quest up here somewhere, or you live somewhere directly below me. That's interesting. More than likely. Where's the way down? There's got to be one. Multiple ones, probably. I probably did miss quests that were supposed to take me over here. Take me up and over, but not where I want to be. Okay. It's the wrong way. There's a way down. You know what's going on around there? Nothing interesting. Yeah, enjoyed that little mission. But it's quite over yet. Let's get to a nice convenient stopping point. Ah, there's his gaff. I feel like I've been here before. Maybe I've just been past here or been somewhere similar, but... Yeah, I feel like I just wandered right back into Cyberpunk. His bed is a mattress on the floor. Futon on the floor, specifically. And otherwise, it really does look like a trashy Watson's Netrunner's apartment. Oh yeah, it's the same thing you use to create your character. Start of the game. Can't get a... I can't get a picture that quite captures the vibe of the place, but that's not far off. I don't want to hang out on this sofa. Right then, next.
So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping.
Ryujin security's the best race. I'm just like, good. Surprised me. Someone hasn't already taken them down. I'm just like, good, really.
Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
Detective diagnostics.
The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything.
So many puns, so little time.
Let's take a look. First, I'll just save off Mr. Cho's info. My client will very much appreciate that. Now on to Ms. Chen. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set.
Wow.
I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin.
I've got a theory.
I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software.
It's like, Dalton, don't keep me in suspense. Throw the knowledge. Be sure to let Dalton know you violated your agreement. Don't keep me in suspense. My theory is that Dalton's actually behind it, not Ilari.
Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate
it's Imogen.
Paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information.
Sounds like something she'd do. Knew she can be trusted, never liked her. Maybe religion will dispose of her. Let me dispose of her. You sure this information's accurate?
I can be sure because I know my business. But like anything, evidence alone can't tell the full story. The rest is up to you and Dalton to piece together.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like her, but you never know.
Imogen was practically raised in the corporate underworld. I'd almost guarantee there's intent behind everything she does. Here's the
but...
as usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
And there we go. That was interesting. Probably not the best route to take, but this'll do. Works. So, we hacked into Laura's computer and it found Imogen, and yeah, they have, well, she has a pet name for Imogen. Is that, should not be trespassing. I think there's history between the two of them. Whether that means Imogen's being set up or she's trying to drop Alaro in it is difficult to say. But the information came off Alaro's computer, which makes it sound like Imogen's the one being set up. Unless... why would they become hostile?
I'm on duty. I can't talk.
It won't. It's just bugging out, I think.
I assume you were successful. I didn't get any incident reports last night, so I applaud your work.
Decrypted without issue. Here's what I got. Success. Definitely some security issues to address. Got the files, but Nix violated the agreement and saw what they contained. Here's the thing. I could drop Nix in it. And it's absolutely true. And wouldn't have a great deal of sympathy. But... at the same time, I'm not that loyal to Ryujin as I'm going to drop him in it. You know, I'm not that much of a company boy, so...
I expected as much. Now...
I don't care that he's screwing the company over, really. The company deserves it. Faux show. Just didn't use that one.
Was possible. Someone's been accessing Laru's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off.
Can't be right to believe somebody was paying a lot of credits against Ryujin like this. What motive could she have?
The motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom.
Don't be boredoms there. Grudge or credits, maybe. Somebody was paying her a lot of credits. So it sounds like she hacked into Ilari's computer from the outside rather than evidence being planted from the other side. Which I think Nix would have noticed. Probably. Somebody was paying a lot of credits. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I'm not convinced. There's definitely a missing part to the story.
Means and access. But things are rarely so cut and dry. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question.
Somebody could be using her details and stuff to hack in.
Escort her here. You have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her.
You don't want to go to yourself?
I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay.
What if she runs?
If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogen would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught.
Yeah, quietly ending up going off the side of the platform, I should imagine. I'll keep close eye on her.
Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, Discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
True that. I'm wondering how much there is left on the quest line. Because if it's just a handful of minutes, then I might push on. If it's not, I don't know, we might be better off finishing it off on Wednesday. Here we go. Well, I think that might be the play. Hit the pause button there and finish off on Wednesday. It might not take a full session, but there's other bits and pieces we can do on the side to kind of flesh things out and figure stuff out before pressing on to the last part of the main story anyway. I think that is probably the best way to go for now. Time is ticking on a little bit as well. And we could end up trapped in like another section that's going to take like an hour or so. So we shall have to wait and see, I think. Yeah, enjoyed that. Nice, interesting challenge trying to sneak through Ryujin Tower. Ooh, excuse me. Love that they've put a whole bunch of different routes and stuff that you can take in, and kind of had a leaf out of the Dishonored school of level design, which is it's fun. That was cool. Sneaking mechanics not as strong as they could be. I don't know. Like because you can't really hear what's going on around you, it's hard to use environmental cues to figure out where guards are and things like that. There's no quick subdual method that I know of to take them down. Maybe if I'd spec'd into melee and into... drop my headphone. Stay. Maybe if I'd spec'd into melee and stealth together, there might have been some combo there that would have allowed me to knock people out. I don't know. Quickly silence them, but maybe not as well. It's not exactly intended to be a sneaky Assassin's Creed or Hitman type game, so just that mission is particularly sneaky. Didn't you enjoy the sneaking? No, I was concentrating a little bit hard there. And, yeah. Not talking as much either, which also has something to do with it. Inevitably more likely to yawn and try and top up the oxygen levels when reading or going through a long bit of text, something like that, or chattering away. So my internet connection is at it again. Yeah, it is all over the place for some reason, my internet connection at the moment. I'm going to... wasn't really the plan. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make a point of getting in touch with the ISP and getting a new router sent out, if they will, because I think mine is on the blink. Where are the things and such? There we go. Right. So, yeah. I think we'll see how this goes, but we'll dive in on Wednesday for the next Starfield session, and hopefully, I think we'll probably wrap up Reagent. We'll see where it goes from there. I'm not sure how much else I've got to do other than the main storyline. There might be a couple of bits and pieces, and there's probably stuff I don't know about. So I could have a scan around on the internet maybe, see if there's anything else to find out. And then we'll be more or less heading towards the final part of the story, which kind of works out well because it is, well, we've got, oh, we are going to run low on time. Theoretically, it's, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday, so 4 more sessions, really, to get through everything. So, yeah, we're running quite nicely on towards where I want to be, I think, probably. Have to see how things go. Anyway, folks, tomorrow we'll jump into Fallout and we'll have a reset on the challenges and stuff. So I think I'll try and remember to use a score booster and blast through all the weeklies and the dailies tomorrow and see how we do there. Should be good fun. Been going all right so far. I'm working on a new camp build for tomorrow as well, Fallout. So hopefully that should be good too. Using a bunch of the new bits and pieces that were on the Atomic shop last Tuesday. The dock and the boat and the new walls and stuff. So having to play around with that. It's not quite as cool as I was hoping it might be, but it's consistent with most other things, which is pros and cons. But yeah, hopefully, if all things go according to plan, I'll have a video up tomorrow on that build, which would be nice. If I can get it done in time for words difficult in time for stream, it'd be really nice, you know, get it done during the day. But we'll have to see. I am heading out for a bit tomorrow, so I may not get it done, in which case it might be Wednesday. But we'll see. Anyway, I'll crack on with that tonight. So, thank you for hanging out today. Hope you've had fun. Looking forward to pushing on through the last few bits of Starfield. And we'll see how we get on after that, because there's no shortage of things to cover for the rest of this year. And of course, even once we finish streaming the run through Starfield, we'll have builds and stuff coming every so often. And I'll be keeping up with what's going on news-wise and in terms of updates, and then once DLCs drop and stuff like that, we'll be going through that too. So we'll cross those bridges as and when we come to them. I would expect Bethesda will do like a season pass type thing, but they haven't mentioned anything about it yet, I don't think. Should check Steam for that. I don't think there's anything on their page yet, on their Steam page. We'll have to have a gander. Let's just see. Starfield store page. There's a premium edition thing. Don't know what that actually does, if anything. Doesn't seem to say anything about it. Just the first expansion and some extra skins. Okay, and soundtrack and stuff. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing on there at the moment, but that was, we'll hear more before too long. Anyway, definitely keep an eye out for that one. So, yeah, around about 8 o'clock tomorrow night for some Fallout. Should be good fun. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, and back to Starfield on Wednesday. Not quite sure what I'll do for a next Starfield build. I'll have to come up with some addition or additions to add on to my outpost, I think. I've got that to do, and then there's one apartment, I think, left. The penthouse in New Atlantis, and there's the dream home I've still not done as well, so I might have to see about doing that. But we'll dive into that stuff as and when. So, yeah, look forward to diving back in tomorrow night. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. Hope you've had fun. Thank you very much for the super chat earlier, Gabe. Very much appreciated that one. Yeah. Back in tomorrow, should be good. So, if you haven't already, you guys know where all the buttons are. Likes and subs are hugely appreciated. Social media links, merch store down there as well, and channel memberships if you want to check out the blue join button. And yeah, we'll dive back into Fallout tomorrow. Should be good. So, until then, have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for hanging out. Do have a good day tomorrow, and I'll catch you all around about the usual time for some Fallout. So, until then, have a good evening. Night, folks. See ya.